Hello Pisces, welcome back to your weekly intuitive tarot reading by Mermaid Love Tarot. This is going to be a bundle reading as I do every week, general love and career. So I have here my moon cards back again because we are having a moon in Capricorn on July 10th. And as always, I like to tell you exactly what these moons are about. All right, so the Capricorn moon, it's about a time of growth, renewal, and regeneration. It's a time, for growth and gaining inner strength, right? Personal transformation, empowerment, and releasing blocks. So letting go of blockages, trying to prevent blockages, because I always say thought becomes things and words become things, whether positive and negative, because this is a time for you to manifest your goals. All right, you guys. So on Wednesday the 10th, if you can go out, bathe in the moonlight, do little rituals. You can look up rituals on Google. So I have 3 moon decks, and I've ordered a few more because I change my cards weekly. But the thing is, when it's a moon time, I make sure I have my moon cards. All right, so we're gonna put our cards that we will reveal at the end. I also have a new feature where I am going to be putting 3 cards at the end, and you will have 3 options of yes or no questions. Excuse me, you guys, and then you can pick whatever option, and hold whatever question in your mind if you're seeking answers. Also, you guys, if you haven't already subscribed, I would really appreciate it. You don't know how happy it makes me every time I check my analytics and I have more subscribers. It is insane. Like I was sharing with you guys, I don't know if I told you, but I feel like a kid during Christmas time when they're opening their gifts. It is, I just get so happy. And then I love it, when people are commenting. I had a lady tell me, I gave you a like and it didn't show. Like she was really, really worried, that she really wanted to help me out. Because remember, you guys, when you give, you get. It's simple. You give me a subscribe, and I'm sure a lot of things, God will give you so much more. It's all about the little things, and it doesn't cost anything. Also, if you are interested in a personal reading, please check that out. They're inexpensive. As I do weekly, I give you your money's worth. I pull out from everywhere if I have to, features, time oracles. I always keep my universe message, my angel numbers, and my animal oracles. That's something that I do all of the time. That's not going anywhere because I feel it's important. And then I'll give you initials if need be, but I give you your money's worth. So don't hesitate if you are, considering doing a reading, because this is a general reading. So sometimes people are like, but it didn't resonate. Listen, take whatever resonates. It's a general reading. It's not a personal reading, you guys. There's only but so much that I can do. I'm trying to help you as much as I can. With that being said, remember to also check your other placements, because if your placements are in Virgo or, whatever other sign, check those readings out, because because it's on your chart, it will somehow relate to your general reading. I promise you that. So just check and see how it all comes together. If you need more clarification, it's really helpful because I've done it. All right, you guys. And it says here a new start is coming. This is just like a new moon. If you guys know anybody of the Cancer sign, please tell them to check out the reading for the new moon that I'm posting, because they got 3 cards of them having a lucky break. Their 2 main cards was about luck. So, and if your other placement is in Cancer, check that out, because my God, I was like, and I'm a Cancer, so I was really hyped up because luck was confirmed 3 times. And then there was other great things happening within that reading. So if you know of somebody that's Cancer, have them check out that reading. All right, you guys. So what do we have for Pisces? Thank you. Says first quarter, it's time to commit. All right, you guys, maybe it's time to commit to a job, a person, a situation, a goal. Maybe you've been procrastinating. Oh my God, this card better not start flying. You guys, so make sure, what could it be that you're committing to? Let's check with tarot. Could it be a job? Could it be a person? Are you getting married? Somebody might be proposing. Or commit to, going food shopping. Commit to helping a friend. All right, let's see. Spirit, what do we have for Pisces? What are you trying to tell us? I'm wondering if the Ace of Cups, the Four of Wands, the Hierophant is going to come out. The Two of Cups, Nine of Swords. All right, so maybe this might be having to do with love, because it's probably like you're committing to walk away from something because you've been like in regret with this Nine of Swords, and definitely something is totally over. So maybe you'll be feeling like in these intense like feelings, guilt, perhaps guilt I'm getting of having to have stayed in this situation or a situation in a long time where, you know, issues have continued to be unresolved. You might also be experiencing like past trauma, you know, because if you were in a relationship, it's definitely past trauma and emotional baggage that you're not letting go of. Sorry, I'll show you. Nine of Swords. Followed by the Queen of Cups. So this might have been in the recent past. I don't normally read the cards in order. It just depends on my intuition and my guides. But now it's like, you know, you're getting into that nurturing mode and kind of really trying to balance your psyche, because when we go through things like that, that can really mess with us really, really bad. And you're just going to be like in the flow of things. You're still in your feelings, but things are going to get better. Things are definitely going to get better. That's definitely you, because it's smack in the middle. And you might also be coming up with creative ideas and just committing to like, you know what? I come up with this idea, I'm doing this, you know, and just committing. Because sometimes we can, you know, procrastinate and it's not good. You got to commit to your creativities, to your talents. You know what I mean? That's what it might be. Committing to maybe going back to school. Take it as it resonates. Taking a trip because, you know, you've been in this mode and you feel like, it's time for me to go and relax somewhere. I'm sorry, guys. I was in my thoughts. Okay, the Chariot. Yeah, you're gonna get moving, you guys. You're not gonna stay stuck. The Chariot is Cancer energy. You know, she's about perseverance. You have Cancer, and you have water sign and Cancer. Water signs and air signs. So you have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. You are within your energy, not with the Chariot, but with all the other cups. So you're gonna have like, you know, the willpower to move forward, you know, be determined, take actions. For some of you guys, you know, might be traveling, and whatever you do, whatever you're persevering now and saying, you know, this is a new start and it's time for me to commit, because, you know, this is a new start. You're gonna stay focused. Because the Chariot, it's about going, perseverance, right? Because I was just sharing that Cancer never stops. Cancer is always doing something. It's like I'm a Cancer and I'm always feeling like I'm having a to-do list in my head. And no matter how much I try to rest, it like keeps pushing me back to, you know, doing something. Then you have the Four of Cups, yeah, right under the Nine of Swords. So you've been in your head, my friends. And it's like I always say, you know, of course you're going to move forward with all the other cards, but you miss out on an opportunity when you're in that mode of dissatisfaction. With traditional tarot, somebody, you know, the divine is giving the person by the Three of Cups, but with her, she's just sitting there. Like, you know, she's not even manifesting a cup. She's just in complete unmotivated dissatisfaction. If you guys are in that rut, you guys come out. Come out. You will, but it's a new start. It's a new start that's coming. Six of Swords. You're gaining that clarity and therefore just walking away to calmer waters. Looking fabulous, right? Because look at the way that she looks. Overcoming whatever you have been through. Trying to resolve conflict. Becoming like more stable, you know what I mean? And just reaching tranquility and peace. Because that's really where you want to be with the, and it's right under the Queen of Cups. So you're going to find that emotional balance and nurture yourself during this time, right? Get things resolved. And then you have the Seven of Coins. Yeah, again, right under the Chariot. So it's been confirmed you have to persevere. Because this is about long-term kind of security, you know, investing, being patient as the harvest comes in, and when things are ripened. So you see how she's holding that fruit basket? It's right under the Chariot, you guys. Confirmed. You're going to persevere and you're going to get out of this. So I'm glad to see that. New beginnings are coming for sure. Yeah, look again. Right under the Four of Cups. So much in your head. In your head, in your head. You guys, things will get better. This is in your recent past. Now it's in the present, right? Now Queen of Cups, Six of Swords. Clarity, nurturing, all good stuff. You know, you're coming out of the hole, as I like to say. But a lot of sleepless nights for some of you. And you can't do that. Because how do you wake up to continue with life when you're so tired from lack of sleep, right? Because you've been in your thoughts. That's not cool, you guys. And I'm not judging you because God knows it's hard. Yeah. And so it's also telling you, like, you know, it's almost like you're battling, not with anyone, but with yourself. You're battling with your emotions, right? Trying to come out of that. But if it is like a battle with other people, try to avoid that, right? You don't want battles, which is why you walked away, right? This might have had to do with arguments with your significant other, arguments at work, arguments with your family that had you here, right? Competition, you know, just conflict. And you just had sometimes people, you know, being too bold and not holding their tongue, because people can be like that, and that's Sagittarius energy, and they are very nasty when it comes to their tongue. That's why, you know, I don't read for Sagittarius. I cannot stand that sign. And my ex-husband was a Sagittarius. Arrogant, nasty. So whoever you might be dealing with might be, you know, either Leo, Aries, Sagittarius with these ones. But Sagittarius being at the top. Leo also. Leo doesn't stay behind. So whatever you guys, you know, you're now like in that intuition mode, and just know that you're protected from all these feelings and you're not alone. And you have everything that you need, or will get the help with all the resources that you need to do what you need to do. And in this moon, remember I was telling you, in the Capricorn moon, it's all about manifesting, bathing in that moonlight and manifesting, because it's a very powerful time to manifest, right? And you know, just keep going, you guys, keep going. Maybe also you might be like thinking about things that you want to do in terms of, you know, skills, creativity, and all that stuff. And you're going to gain your confidence. You're definitely going to gain your confidence. And, you know, because it's, you know how they say, whatever God does for you, you know, it's like, as above, so below. So if God is with you and he's planning all these things, he's going to bring it down to earth, right? Divine timing and divine justice, divine petitions come down on earth and are being made happen for you. Yeah, you had a tower moment at the bottom of the deck. That's the reason why you're like that. So that's what's calling for a new beginning. Once the tower happened, it's like God, the universe is saying, you know what, you didn't want to walk away from this, you didn't want to do better, you didn't want to, you know your worth. Boom, the tower happens for you, not against you. All right, you guys. And you've been Nine of Swords, Four of Cups, Nine of Swords. Ridiculous. But it already happened. The tower happened. And this is why you need to avoid any kind of, you know, battles, any kind of, you know, stuff with people. Pick your battles. Not everything is a thing. All right, career. I have two career decks here, so I'm going to pick from this deck. I'm going to pick two. And then I'm going to pick from the other deck. All right, Spirit, please give me two cards for the sign of Pisces. This one wanted to come out. It says connections. Build bridges between people. Contact those who can help you, right? With the Magician. Your actions set you up for the next opportunity. So opportunities are there. If you need help when it comes to work, ask for help. Manifest help from the divine for anybody, right? Speak to the divine. But you're gonna have the help with the Magician here. It says independence. It's time to go out on your own and create your own business, or try something well outside your comfort zone. Because that's a problem when we, you know, are in a comfort zone, and that's what a new start is coming is all about with this. So they're telling you, you know, start something new. It's time for you to commit to being independent, and start your own thing. Maybe for a lot of you, you guys are starting your own business, right? And you're starting small. but you want to be like your own boss and not have to deal with crap from other people, right? But with the connections cards also, remember to network, right? Because anywhere you go, just speak to people, right? And use your intuition as to, who you might be able to work nicely with. I'm just going to take the top one here. It says financial freedom, you see? So you might be looking for a new start to just be financially free and do something on your own so that you don't have to be giving people a cut of anything. It says to strive for financial freedom, increase your income, reduce unnecessary expenses, and invest wisely to achieve independence and security. I woke up feeling this way today. I was like, I'm not going out and buying food. I'm not doing any of that because I have to get going with my own invention so that I don't have to, So for some of you, get it going, guys. This is a new start, a new beginning. All right, what do we have? The Spirit for oh my God, Pisces. You may be dealing with a Cancer, you guys. All right, so seeing the beauty. Complex patterns align to create great beauty when you see clearly. I visualize the divine plan. Speaking of the divine, right? Visualize whatever it is that you need to do and commit. Commit to your plan. Because sometimes we plan and it's like, okay, we leave it up in the air. No, follow through. That's what they're telling you. All right, what's going on with love? And try for things not to get so complex, right? So in asking for help, wow, that's what really happens. All right, I wouldn't have taken two, but Spirit threw that at me. All right, games. Playing at love, but not serious about keeping it. Know what you want and be honest. This might be the person that you're dealing with. He doesn't know what he wants. She doesn't know what she wants. Or it could be you, right? You may be confused. You may be in a relationship and you might be like, oh my God, like there's a lot of game playing because you're not being serious. Or, you're just, you don't feel like you want to be serious with anybody right now. And you're tired because, you're probably emotionally tired, exhausted from dealing with everything. So it's not like you're taking a break. So that's why you're not sure about this. It's almost like you're going back and forth about this relationship and with this person because you're just tired. Maybe this person did something to get you to that point, or maybe, you're coming from a previous relationship that got you to that point. But again, with the Chariot and everything else that came out on the last row, you're moving on. You're persevering to something. Yeah, you're totally dissatisfied. I wasn't happy with the way that things were going. Confirmed. You are definitely not staying in this relationship. So, all right, you guys, I'm proud of you because a lot of people just, keep entertaining things. They keep doing the same things and not getting different results. So, all right. Let's see what happens at the end when the yes or no answers come out. All right. It says, release all doubts and fears. You are currently undergoing changes that are necessary for your highest good. So, this breakup was necessary. Whatever you walked away from, with all those things in your head, like a whole row of this, you being in your head, you did the right thing. That's it. It just needed to happen. And also with the Tower. There are changes that have been long awaited. Leave the past where it belongs in the past. Trust that everything will fall into place for you in divine timing. That's why I tell you, pray to God. Pray to whatever it is that you believe in. And the power of prayer is amazing. If you want me to pray for you guys, leave an emoji in the comment. The little prayer emoji. Leave it in the comment. If you need to be specific about what you need me to pray for you, you can write that in the comments as well. I will keep you in prayer. All right. So, maybe some of you were born in 1988. The number 8 might be significant to you. Maybe your birthday is July 8th. And it says karma, balance, finances, success, wealth, cycle. What goes around comes around. You see, you guys may have done something so good. You maybe gave so much to a family member who you walked away from, love, whatever, that this is why you're having a good start. And look, a lot of money is coming your way because you probably are going to start your own business on your own. And Spirit is pushing you to do so, right? You're not going to have to share that with anybody. It says fortune refers to more than just monetary and material success. If you don't appreciate the people in your life now, you won't have them tomorrow. This message encourages you to take personal responsibility and use it to realize your greatest potential, right? So you guys have so much potential to do something on your own, right? To go about your business on your own. That's it, you guys. You need to take the leap of faith. If you don't, then, you know, what happens? You won't know. Thank you. I came out flying. Can't wait to see. Lying, control. If you have moderate aggressive impulses, this is an invitation to control your temper. You are encouraged to explore how to express your needs or thoughts more openly and constructively to reduce a level of frustration. All right, you guys, remember, we saw a lot of frustration in your reading, and then we saw this, chaos, right? So that's what I was telling you. Be mindful of the things that you are saying, right? Be mindful. You don't want to control your temper. If people bother you, walk away. Normally, Pisces is like very laid back. So this is confirmation of what came out before. Because like I was telling you, whatever you were going through with the Nine of Swords and everything, you know, that could have been that you were in a battle with somebody. And you just decided to walk away. But moving forward, if this hasn't already happened for you, just control your temper. All right, you guys, let me see if I need to pull. I don't think I need to pull initials. All right. All right. New Moon in Taurus. Know your worth. In walking away, you guys, you know your worth. If people, you know, are going to treat you the way they're going to treat you and not see your value, then you just walk away. Simple. It says illuminate a vision. Imagine your dreams infused with divine light, unfolding with grace. I reach my full potential. So if you guys have been planning, like I said, just be determined to do what you need and commit to your plans. All right. I think we're done, Pisces. It has been a pleasure to read for you. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Please, remember I told you about Cancer. If you know somebody of the Cancer sign, tell them to go check out that reading. Also, if you have your placement somewhere else, remember to check that out. It just always ties in. And also, yeah, you guys, I get really happy when you guys subscribe. So take care. Sending you many blessings. And again, if you need me to pray for you, just put an emoji of the prayer in the comments. Thank you so much. Take care.